Under the blistering Egyptian sun, amidst the dust of a construction site in Alexandria, a chilling discovery halted all work: a colossal jet-black sarcophagus, buried deep beneath the earth. Nearly 9 feet long, 6 feet wide, carved from solid granite and weighing close to 30 tons. It had lain hidden beneath 5 meters of soil for over 2,000 years, sealed and untouched. Now exposed to the world, one question loomed. What ancient secret waited inside?
In July 2018, local workers digging for a new building struck something unmovable. Archaeologists were summoned, and as they brushed away centuries of sand and debris, they uncovered something unlike anything seen before. The sarcophagus was immense, featureless, and chillingly silent. Nearby, a weathered alabaster head was found, its features eroded into ghostly anonymity. Experts dated the site to the early Ptolemaic period, shortly after the death of Alexander the Great, and speculation exploded. Could this be the final resting place of the conqueror himself? Or perhaps a noble of great importance, lost to the ravages of time? The unbroken mortar seal around the lid suggested something extraordinary. The sarcophagus had never been opened. In a land where tomb raiders had plundered countless graves, this one remained a pristine mystery. Yet with excitement came unease. Whispers of a curse began to spread, fueled by memories of the legends surrounding Tutankhamun's tomb. Ancient tombs, after all, were often protected in death by dire warnings. Could opening this sarcophagus unleash an ancient terror? News of the find raced across the globe. Headlines blared warnings, and social media buzzed with dark humor and genuine concern. Some urged the team to leave it untouched, warning that the world had enough troubles without awakening a millennia-old curse. Egyptian authorities assured the public there was no cause for fear, but behind their reassurances, meticulous precautions were taken. Engineers, archaeologists, and military officials devised a careful plan to lift the massive lid without damaging the precious contents or disturbing something better left buried. The world watched breathlessly as the crane's straps tightened around the lid. Under the searing Alexandria sun, the granite cover groaned and shifted, millimeter by millimeter, until at last a gap appeared. From the darkness within, a wave of putrid air burst forth, so foul that seasoned archaeologists staggered back, retching. It was the stench of death, thick, noxious, and ancient. When the air cleared enough to see, flashlights revealed a grotesque sight. Instead of gleaming treasures or an immaculate royal mummy, there was only sludge, dark, fetid water mixed with disintegrating human remains. 3 skeletons lay jumbled within the murky, blood-red fluid. The sarcophagus, it turned out, had cracked over the centuries, allowing sewage to seep in and stew the contents into a macabre soup. Bones floated eerily in the reddish muck. Skulls, ribs, femurs, fragments of lives long past. There was no gold, no inscription, no signs of royalty. Just 3 nameless souls, now caught forever in a grim tableau. It was not the discovery many had hoped for, but it was far from a disappointment. Even in their anonymous state, the dead had a story to tell. Relieved that no supernatural force had been unleashed, the team carefully drained the sarcophagus and removed the remains for analysis. Joking to the press, Mustafa Waziri, Secretary General of Egypt's Supreme Council of Antiquities, quipped, "We opened it, and thank God we have not been cursed." His words were met with laughter and applause, but the mystery was far from solved. Initial studies revealed tantalizing clues. 2 of the skeletons appeared to be adult males. The third was a woman. One skull showed signs of a traumatic injury, possibly an arrow wound. These details hinted at lives entwined with violence, struggle, perhaps even tragedy. Despite the grandeur of their coffin, they were likely not royalty, but rather soldiers or prominent citizens of Alexandria's sprawling, bustling society.
Imagine stumbling upon a perfectly preserved ancient casket deep within a Siberian coal seam, dating back over 100 million years, a time when humans shouldn't have existed. Inside lies the Tisul princess, her body immaculately preserved, shrouded in mystery and advanced technology that defies our understanding of history. Was this enigmatic figure a deliberate placement by an advanced civilization, a seed left to intrigue or warn future generations? Or perhaps she is the last remnant of an alien species, her existence on Earth a lingering testament to interstellar visitations long forgotten. Join us as we delve into the mysterious tale of the Tisul princess, where every discovery leads to more questions than answers, challenging everything we thought we knew about our past. In the heart of Siberia, the quiet Tisul area became the setting of a captivating legend in 1969, when miners digging through a coal seam made an astonishing discovery: a large casket that looked like marble but shone with the reflective qualities of metal. What made this find extraordinary was its location within a coal seam dating back to the Carboniferous period, approximately 300 to 360 million years ago. This timeline posed a significant challenge to our understanding of human history, as it suggested the presence of advanced material technology long before humans were thought to exist. The casket's composition and the perfection with which it was sealed indicated an advanced knowledge of engineering, far beyond what was known from any ancient civilization at that time. Following the discovery, the response was swift and secretive. The Soviet military quickly secured the site, removing all evidence and allegedly imposing strict secrecy on those who had witnessed the find. This led to an aura of conspiracy and cover-up, fueling endless speculations and theories. Among the theories, one particularly intriguing idea is that the casket might have been a time capsule left by an advanced ancient civilization, possibly even from a pre-human era. Proponents of this theory argue that such a civilization could have existed on Earth, possessing the capability to create time-resistant artifacts intended for future discovery. An interesting comparison to this mysterious story is the Antikythera mechanism, a real and verified ancient artifact discovered off the coast of Greece in 1901. This ancient Greek analog computer, which was used to predict astronomical positions and eclipses, dates back to around 100 BC. It showcases a level of technological sophistication seemingly incongruous with other known tools of its time, much like the casket from Tisul. Both discoveries challenge our understanding of historical technological capabilities and prompt a re-evaluation of historical timelines and technological progression. While the Antikythera mechanism has been thoroughly studied and remains a subject of scientific inquiry, the story of the Tisul princess continues to dwell in the realm of myth and speculation. The fascination with both artifacts illustrates our perennial curiosity about the past and the potential for lost knowledge or civilizations yet to be fully understood. In the intriguing tale of the Tisul princess, every detail, from the casket to the preservation fluid to the princess herself, is woven with threads of mystery and echoes of a technologically advanced civilization. The story is carefully designed to stir images of anachronism and enigma, painting the picture of a society far more advanced than anything documented in our known history. The casket, said to resemble highly polished metal or stone, is described as being adorned with intricate carvings and decorations. Some accounts suggest these markings could depict celestial configurations or mysterious symbols, hinting at a profound understanding of astronomy or perhaps conveying messages in a lost language. The seal of the casket, made from an unusual pink or blue metal, adds to the intrigue. This choice of colors is not typical in any known historical metallurgy and is likely a fictional element intended to deepen the mystique of the tale. It's said that this seal hermetically closed the casket, perfectly preserving its contents from the ravages of time. Inside the casket, a clear liquid with exceptional preservative qualities encapsulated the body of the princess, keeping it in such a pristine condition that she appeared as if she had only recently passed away. The nature of this fluid seems more akin to modern embalming techniques, which utilize formaldehyde rather than any methods known from ancient times, which would typically involve drying and treating the body with oils and resins. The princess herself was described as strikingly beautiful, with fine features, dressed in a sheer white dress that lent her an ethereal quality. Her eyes were open, which gave her a lifelike, almost haunting presence, as though she might awaken at any moment. In some versions of the story, she is said to hold an object, often a metal box or a piece of jewelry, shrouded in its own layer of mystery, and speculated to be a device or amulet of significant cultural or technological importance. Drawing an interesting parallel, the story of the Tisul princess can be compared to the real archaeological discovery of the Sleeping Beauty of Lulang, found in 1980 in the Tarim Basin in China. This woman, who lived around 3,800 years ago, was also remarkably preserved, her body mummified by the arid desert conditions. Found with her eyes closed in peaceful slumber, wearing a hat and woolen clothing, she suggested a high status. This preservation offers a stark contrast to the fantastical elements of the Tisul princess, providing genuine insights into the life and environment of the people in her community, and illustrating natural mummification processes. The legend of the Tisul princess, while devoid of empirical evidence, ignites our curiosity about the past, blending elements of history, myth, and mystery to craft a narrative that is as enthralling as it is provocative. It serves as a reminder of how stories rooted in fact or fiction have the power to spark our imagination and invite us to ponder the possibilities of what might have been in the vast, unrecorded expanses of human history. The alleged discovery of the Tisul princess in Siberia is shrouded in mystery and intrigue, encapsulating the Cold War era's characteristic secrecy and control. When miners reportedly unearthed a casket containing the princess, the Soviet military acted swiftly to manage the situation, a response typical in tales where discoveries might shift public understanding of history or science. The area was immediately cordoned off to prevent any leaks that could stir public unrest or attract international scrutiny. Further, the miners and local witnesses were purportedly coerced into signing non-disclosure agreements or were otherwise sworn to secrecy, often under threats of severe consequences. This reflects the authoritarian nature of the Soviet regime at the time, which would go to great lengths to control information. The narrative suggests that the body and the casket were quickly airlifted to an undisclosed location under strict security measures, emphasizing the potential significance of the find. Moreover, it said that the area remained under surveillance and that those who witnessed the events were continuously monitored by the KGB, ensuring that no details of the incident were leaked. This legend has given rise to a myriad of speculative theories that challenge conventional historical timelines. Some believe the sophisticated burial and artifacts suggest the existence of an advanced ancient civilization millions of years before our current understanding of history. Others entertain the possibility of alien intervention, hypothesizing that the casket and its contents might not be of earthly origin. The materials and technology described in the legend are cited as evidence that supports this theory, suggesting capabilities beyond our current technological reach. Another fascinating speculation is the idea of time travel, where the Tisul princess might have been a traveler from the future, accidentally caught in the past. Her preservation in a state-of-the-art casket could indicate technologies not yet realized in our present timeline. The notion of a chronological anomaly or a time slip, where objects or individuals from one era appear in another through unexplained phenomena, also emerges as a compelling theory. This could potentially explain the presence of advanced materials and preservation techniques in a coal seam that dates back millions of years. In terms of mysterious findings and the secrecy that often follows, the story of the Tisul princess draws parallels with the legend of the Dropa stones. These stone discs, discovered in the 1930s in China, were reportedly inscribed with tiny hieroglyphs and found in caves inhabited by a tribe known as the Dropa. Much like the Tisul princess, the authenticity of the Dropa stones and their tales of alien visitors or ancient civilizations has been a subject of dispute but continues to captivate those fascinated by theories of ancient astronauts and UFO enthusiasts. These stories, while often lacking empirical evidence, ignite our imagination and provoke ongoing debate about the mysteries of our past.
On a quiet September day in 1969, in the secluded Siberian village of Zhavchik, miners descended into the earth as they did every day, unaware that they were about to unearth a mystery that would baffle scientists and ignite imaginations for decades to come. At a depth of 230 feet, amidst the relentless clanging of pickaxes against coal, a miner struck something unusual, a hollow sound that stood out against the solid resistance they were accustomed to. What could possibly lie hidden so deep beneath the Earth's surface? Intrigued, the miners cleared away the debris, revealing a fissure in the wall that seemed to open into a hidden chamber. With a mix of trepidation and excitement, they broke through the wall, their lamps casting eerie shadows into the darkness beyond. Inside, they stood in awe before a sight that seemed plucked from legend. A massive marble sarcophagus, exquisitely designed, measuring about 8.5 feet long and 3 feet high. Who could have crafted such a monument, and why was it buried so deeply? The head of the mining district, Alexander Masaligin, was swiftly notified. Recognizing the potential significance of the find, he informed the authorities, setting in motion a chain of events that would lead to widespread speculation and secrecy. As the sarcophagus was carefully extracted from its ancient resting place, the miners' imaginations ran wild. Could it contain priceless treasures, or perhaps relics from a bygone era? Yet, a nagging thought lingered among them. Would the authorities seize their discovery without offering any explanations or rewards? Driven by curiosity and a sense of injustice, they decided to open the sarcophagus themselves. What they found inside defied all expectations and raised more questions than answers. Instead of gold or jewels, they discovered the remarkably preserved body of a young woman, appearing to be between 25 and 30 years old. Her long, wavy dark brown hair cascaded down to her waist, and she wore a white, translucent dress made of a material unknown to them. Immersed in a mysterious pink liquid, she looked as if she were merely asleep. Beside her head rested a small black metal box, unfamiliar in design. Could this box hold the key to her identity or purpose? The woman's skin was astonishingly smooth and pale, whiter than any they had ever seen, even more so than someone with albinism. Her lifelike appearance was mesmerizing. She seemed healthier and more vibrant than the miners themselves. Who was this mysterious woman, and how had her body remained so perfectly preserved? Word of the discovery spread rapidly, and villagers flocked to see the enigmatic Tisul princess, named after the district. Among the onlookers, a young man, perhaps emboldened by the crowd, dipped his finger into the pink liquid and tasted it. It was odorless and tasteless, but the consequences were dire. Within a week, his mental state deteriorated. He became disoriented, unable to recognize his own home, and tragically froze to death in the harsh Siberian winter. Was this a warning of the dangers lurking within the ancient sarcophagus? Soon, high-ranking officials, police, military personnel, and agents believed to be from the Secret Service arrived, sealing off the area. They warned of potential infectious hazards, but their actions suggested there was more at stake. Attempts to airlift the sarcophagus failed due to its weight. Deciding to drain the pink liquid into containers to lighten it, they witnessed something astonishing. As the liquid was removed, the woman's skin rapidly darkened, losing its lifelike appearance. Did the liquid possess extraordinary preservation properties? The sarcophagus and its contents were transported to a facility for scientific analysis. Weeks later, a professor visited Javchik to discuss the find. He revealed that standard dating methods were insufficient. The materials did not conform to known parameters. Advanced techniques suggested an age of approximately 800 million years, a figure that shattered existing understanding of human history and evolution. How could such an artifact exist from a time long before complex life was believed to have emerged on Earth? The implications were staggering. If accurate, this discovery challenged the very foundations of science, suggesting the existence of a civilization with advanced technology in Earth's distant past. Alternatively, could this be evidence of extraterrestrial visitors? The woman's unusually pale skin hinted at origins from a place with less sunlight. As news of the Tisul princess began to spread, authorities moved swiftly to suppress it. Newspapers were confiscated, and those who spoke out faced repercussions. The story faded from public view, silenced by the powers that be. It wasn't until years later, following political changes that loosened restrictions, that the tale resurfaced in local media. Yet the mystery only deepened. A memorial plaque now stands near Javchik, commemorating the discovery. It speaks of the beautiful young woman found in a marble sarcophagus, buried hundreds of millions of years ago. Eyewitnesses from the village have come forward, reaffirming the authenticity of the event. But with each new revelation, more questions arise. Speculation abounds. Some believe the Tisul princess was part of an ancient civilization lost to time, her preservation a testament to technologies we have yet to comprehend. Others suggest an extraterrestrial origin, her existence evidence of visitors from beyond our world. Without concrete evidence, the truth remains elusive.